Dude, this soju is hitting a whole lot harder than I thought it would. It's only hitting now. I'm having you like I'll have you know. Yeah, like I'm too strong for my own good. Where are my LEDs?
So did he beat Goku?
Gulp. Oh, where am I?
It's so funny because the Goku picture was like so small, so it's like slightly blurry.
Yeah, you had to size the Xenoverse photo up.
I wanted to use the Xenoverse photo, okay? I had to
The
sacrifice
Xenoverse
it a
photo
little
is
bit.
the most menacing, of course.
I had to, and I got the, the scary One Punch Man as well,
God, where am I?
Another video where
I edit my
had,
main videos.
Just up all night thinking about stuff, couldn't go to sleep. So, here I am again, baby. This time,
I think this was the start of the sick arc.
Who would win? Who would win? I normally hate these, but I was thinking about it, and I figured might as well make it a video. I got all these thoughts in my brain that I want to get out, So, Goku versus One Punch Man. Everyone's talking about it. Well, a while ago that everybody was talking about it. Nobody really cares anymore. But I wanted to give it my 2 cents. So, some things to mention first for starters. Mainly on the One Punch Man side, not seeing the manga at all. So
I'm glad you mentioned that. I'm glad you mentioned that.
One Punch Man, he's probably way stronger in the manga in comparison to just season 1 and 2.
The lower right-hand corner.
Super. I haven't read the manga or anything.
What do you have to say about the right-hand corner? Do you want to see my Xenosis Rex video?
That video seems a little interesting. So
yeah, my Xenosis Rex video. Thank you.
I'm a zoomer, so I only watch the.
He's a Final Fantasy YouTuber, all right. Sorry.
Pictures,
never mind.
Pictures on books,
That's right.
Doesn't throw me. Not interested.
I'm getting a little aggressive, my bad.
But with the Goku side, I can't imagine he gets that much stronger. In Super
I love how we're reacting to a reaction, and then Tyler's here just recording our reaction.
So, the main things that I was thinking about is, I feel like in a lot of these videos, people don't really consider
viewers of Sir Glub's channel.
What I would call
I am blasted at the moment. All right, my reaction is mine, but I am blasted.
I don't think I'm gonna actually upload this.
So he'd win, or Sam could do this.
I'm fine.
What's the point?
I'm recording it. We might upload it. Okay, calm down.
They don't really.
I'm doing this on the premise that it is being recorded. Let it be known.
It is recorded.
Oh, just muted the video.
I'm doing this on the premise that it's being recorded.
Think about what would a character like.
Ooh, Dragon Ball Breakers more like Dragon is not the casual face.
Throw him into space and die because Saitama can't fly. It's
Real.
like he could, but he wouldn't. That's not what he would do. And you could also be like, well, Saitama would just punch the ground and make the planet explode or whatever.
I never thought about that.
Okay, well, once again, unlikely. Don't think he'd do it. So, that's kind of more what I'm focusing on, is kind of the character as well, not just...
I'm here to hear what Sir Glub has to say.
So that means he's stronger and would win, or, which of course I will be bringing up stuff like that, but, it's not the main focus of this video. It's mainly, in a fight, because obviously this wouldn't be a fight to the death. Let's make this clear. Neither of the characters would...
Okay. Do we want to double down on that aspect?
Yeah, I'm doubling down on that.
I agree. Goku
ain't fight to the death.
Up and be like, I'm gonna kill you.
Yeah, why would Goku try and kill Saitama? Why would Saitama try and kill Goku?
They're
both good guys.
I'm just saying. Okay, I'm just saying that both of them, well, more or less Saitama, normally doesn't he go for the kill on things?
No. Every person that's a good guy, he doesn't go for the kill.
But
he's lived that Speed of Sound Sonic guy lived 4 times.
Wait. Speed of Sound Sonic would have been obliterated.
Yeah,
that one tornado bitch. Let her live. No, there's multiple characters. Yeah.
Okay, but let's just give
it wouldn't be a death match.
Yeah, hold on.
Other characters would try and kill each other.
So are they just meeting on equal ground?
It's classic
it's just
Goku. Goku throws up and he's like, "Hey, you look tough. I'm gonna fight you. I keep watching." I tell you the setup.
Sorry. I mean, I'm just trying to do a normal react.
Sorry, it's fine. It's fine.
Try and kill each other. They're both, you know,
This shit
good
is not
guys,
seeing
quote
YouTube. I know
unquote.
it.
You know, both of them are very flawed as far as that goes. But yeah, as far as like, so here's my main thoughts I was having was, I can't, I'm not a writer. I couldn't say for sure, but in my opinion, I feel like there's a good chance on Goku's side for starters. Saitama, doesn't use ki or anything, so Goku wouldn't actually be able to actually sense his power at all. So, there's a chance Goku might, underestimate him a bit, which Goku is known to do. There's multiple times in the series where he underestimates people, gets fucked over for it. So there is a high likelihood that because Saitama's kind of the opposite. He's well, not the opposite, but similar. Kind of just, not that he underestimates people, but he just knows what to expect. There's nothing to read to him his entire life. And, they're just general styles of how they go about things are different as well. Where Goku is more of the play with his food type. He'll start us off slow and whatnot. Well, Saitama, he kind of just, in most of his fights where he's testing the waters, quote unquote, he just does nothing.
That is a good point.
I
will. Okay, let me just preface this. I feel like both of them are within the realm of playing with their food. If you want me to be honest, like Saitama is more like jokingly like dodging around and being like, oh, it's just.
Well, he doesn't even dodge most of the time. He just
he just takes the hit.
Do anything.
Yeah, he tanks.
Like the whole Boris fight is just Saitama getting hit and then throws one punch and kills him.
Yeah, like he just tanks it. But I feel like in a way that's his way of toying with people or toying with his opponent. Whereas Goku is more like dodging around and like being more like, goofy with it.
Of course.
I will say as well. One thing to keep in mind, durability wise, I think Saitama has Goku beat just for the fact of this, right? Permanent power, super Goku. Then that whole where he was fighting the fucking Universe 2 and they threw the black hole thing at him. He struggled with that. But Saitama, before he even fought Boros, fought the Octopus guy who was like, we're doing this black hole thing. And Saitama didn't even fucking flinch at that shit.
That's true. That is true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, so durability-wise, like, if we're talking just, like, tank and shit, I feel like Goku would have to at least be Super Saiyan Blue or above to really start, fucking up Saitama.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Which also poses the risk of the Kaioken fucking up Goku.
That is a good point. That is a good point. Because, like, Saitama, technically speaking, if he went into, Super Saiyan Blue, used Kaioken, like, he could just kind of, like, time Goku out, right? Like, I feel like that's a thing. But I feel like Goku wouldn't let himself get to that point. Right.
And on the basis of not manga, anime Saitama, we have seen again, no manga included.
I've never seen the manga.
We have seen peak Goku and not peak Saitama.
I love how you're mentioning everything I mentioned, baby. We love to see it.
I'm glad we are pause reacting for fair use sense, even though this is going on your channel.
Love
just stand
content farming.
Get pummeled
yeah, we literally
because,
are.
He's confident they couldn't hurt him, and yet then he just punches them once and they instantly die. So the different mentalities there. So Goku would definitely, in a fight, of course, would start off slow. Base form, Super Saiyan. Do that kind of stuff. Or Saitama would probably do nothing for a good portion of it, and dodge some stuff.
How long do you think Saitama would
it'd be
there
like Jiren.
And just
like probably by the time he gets the blue, he might like actually be like, hold up, wait a minute, and then otherwise he's just standing there realizing.
I don't know. I have a different outlook. I think by the time he gets to 3. Because Saitama is going to be like...
you do have to compare it to the power Saitama has seen. Like, a Super Saiyan 3 Goku is probably way stronger than anything he's fought before, probably. So, yeah.
So, I feel like he'd kick it up a little bit once he sees, like,
you're
the strength of like even Super Saiyan 2 right into 3.
But here, Saitama can be pretty fickle. So if, for example, if Saitama goes, oh, 3 is three stronger than anything I've seen, but it's not, say, like a big enough gap from Boros, right? Boros is full power. Saitama, there's a chance that Saitama just goes, look, this is really pissing me off. I'm tired of all these forms, right? Get the fuck out of here.
He does hate stalling. He might just throw a punch and be like, show me what you've got already. I'm tired of this 1, 2, 3,
that's the thing that I think of.
Yeah.
Right?
I do mention that a little bit, but yeah. Like,
Saitama
does not like stalling.
Yeah, Saitama's not gonna let Goku go through every single one of his forms.
Yeah.
At least I think so. Because, like, yet again, with the fact that Saitama doesn't like stalling, he's gonna get to, like, Super Saiyan 2 or Super Saiyan 3 and be like, you've thrown enough punches at me already, like, come on, like, bring it in.
Like.
But that's my take.
Whatnot. And then, there's a good chance that maybe he'd throw a punch at one point and could, like, instantly knock out Goku. Being unaware. That is a possibility. Of course, I'm not saying that's likely.
Or he can make Goku bald. Just saying.
Goku, he's an avid fighter. I think even without being able to sense ki, he could probably tell Saitama's a bit of a beast. He's not just a normal dude. He'd probably be able to tell that and be like, something's off here, man. I keep hitting this guy. He's just kind of chilling there.
Something's going on, buddy. I don't like this.
Saitama, he takes some hits. Like, all throughout this show, he, like, will just, like,
Can I just take a minute to just preface, like, not to keep pausing, but, like, I have not seen Season 2 of One Punch Man.
Okay. I liked it.
So...
It's not as good as 1, but I still like it.
Yeah, like, I've heard it's not as good as 1, but, like, let me
I got that shit on DVD, because it's on, like, no streaming services.
Yeah, like, I have no idea what goes on in Season 2. So...
Like, I know what goes on, but I don't remember, like, I don't remember as much as Season 1, but that's something to take into consideration, too, is I don't even... Some of the feats they're in... Well, I guess Season 2, Saitama doesn't really do
He's not the main focus in Season 2, yeah.
Yeah, because it wasn't the whole thing.
He's in a tournament the whole time, pretty much.
Genos, or whatever. Yeah.
Mainly Genos, other side characters in Season 2.
That's what I thought, because what are you going to do with Saitama? He's peaked.
Saitama was just chilling. Main focus was Garu.
To the moon, casually. Not hurt at all. Jumps all the way back.
I was going to mention this.
Not like a couple of
steps. Alright, let me mention. I was gonna mention this, but like Goku just live in space.
He's pretty up there.
Yeah, but he's never been launched to the space. That's the point I'm making. It's like you've never seen him get launched super far like that.
Punch, like
not super far like that, no.
Or anything. I don't think the fight would end in one punch. Of course,
I do.
Man is strong, but Goku is also
depends
strong,
what level he gets to.
Obviously, but I do think if he was unaware, he could get one punched by Saitama.
I think Super Saiyan 3 or lower is a one punch scenario.
Probably.
Let me explain why. Because Super Saiyan 3 got what? Two-pieced by Beerus by a flick and a chop? If Beerus had just thrown a punch, he would have just been done. Let alone Saitama, who, like, if he actually threw a serious punch,
I feel like throw a serious punch off rip, but yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, like even like a okay, I'm gonna test the waters kind of punch. I feel like Saitama's testing the waters punch.
It's still like enough to knock you out, yeah.
Round like
I definitely feel like Goku would definitely need like, yet again, I don't know. Maybe I'm just hyping Saitama up a little hard, but like
Oh no, please do. We're all a Saitama's team. We all think Saitama's gonna win.
Just like, I don't know. I definitely feel like Saitama would just like trash Goku because like
I think it's a bit closer than you guys think, but I still think he would win. I still think it's heavily in Saitama's favor, but I don't think Goku would get like cooked as much as you guys think. That's what I was saying earlier. Like, you guys, forget how strong Goku is. Like, people people like this freaking say this. Goku is like universe-destroying level of strength by the end of Tournament Power. Like, he could destroy the universe if he wanted to, and whatnot.
Here's the thing, right?
He's crazy.
It's hard because I haven't read the One Punch Man manga, but I know some of Saitama's feats.
Well, we're not talking about that. We're not talking about the Super manga or the Saitama One Punch Man manga.
Even anime, I feel like
in the anime it's difficult because we don't really know how strong he is, which I mentioned. But even what they've shown seems way stronger physically than Goku, is what I say later on.
But I still feel like anime only. Like, say I didn't have the knowledge. Unless Goku is getting to, like, I don't know, Blue Kaioken times 20, where he can, like, comfortably manage it, or either the Ultra Instinct phases, I think Saitama would win. Regular Blue, I feel like it might be a little difficult.
I disagree.
Really?
Because once again, you don't like really think about how, like, as you mentioned, like Super Saiyan 3 is way stronger than people give it credit for. Like, just a prime example, him just transforming into Super Saiyan 3 was making the whole planet shake. Like, that is some crazy levels of power. Like,
we do not see a lot of Super Saiyan 3. The thing
where, you know, because One Punch Man shows off their destructive power more so than Z does in Super. Because in Super, you know, they're always fighting people that are super strong. Where in One Punch Man, he's always the strongest guy around. And so when you punch a guy that can also blow up a planet, it doesn't seem that impressive. But when a guy who could blow up a planet punches a normal guy, it seems way more impressive. So that's kind of why your perception's being screwed. But based on, like, lore and, like, stuff like even a Super Saiyan 1 Goku can blow up multiple planets. So, like, and Saitama, he's definitely strong. But, that's the thing I'm saying. Is, like, comparing a Ki Blast to a Saitama's punch is what's difficult. Because, like, I feel like a Ki Blast, like a Kamehameha, for example, is pretty freaking strong. Like, they could blow up, like, several planets and whatnot. Like, there's a lot of power to that. So, like, to say Goku can, like, tank those, but couldn't tank Saitama's punch is a bit unfair, I would say.
I don't know. Like, I just feel like the power scaling is off.
Like, I'm just saying, for Saitama to one-punch Goku, you have to assume that even his testing punch in this scenario, not a serious one, is stronger than, like, a Kamehameha that could blow up several planets. Like, I don't think that's the case. A serious punch, I do think is. But just like a testing punch, I don't think he'd be one-shot knocked out. I don't think he would be. He'd get fucked up. He'd get blasted away. But I don't think he'd get instantly knocked out. Is my opinion.
Here's another thing, right? And this one is more into Goku's favor. Because the more we get into a discussion topic, the more I'm recalling.
Like, Goku is way stronger than you realize.
We gotta take in mind, we're pitting someone who has, again, like we said, is always punching down, cannot grow anymore.
And is inexperienced.
Against someone who
is a little master.
Well, I'm saying not even that. Someone who is punching down, who cannot grow anymore, as stated, against someone whose literal whole point is to continue growing. My point being, right? Let's take Goku versus Hit in the Universe 6 versus 7 arc, right? He needed Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken to break through time skip. However, 10 episodes later, he fights Hit again. Hit actually trying to kill him. Goku only needed regular Super Saiyan Blue by that time to break through time skip. Completely. So, I think it's a situation where it could go either way, depending how long it drags on. If Saitama does decide he's like, I'm gonna fuck around and see what happens, Goku takes one punch and he's like, oh shit, well that was really bad, and I can definitely tell this guy is not being serious. I gotta step it up.
Okay.
But if Saitama just suddenly blocks in and is like, no, I'm gonna hit him with everything, I think it's done.
Alright. Let me just lay this one down really quickly, okay? So I feel like I have not really an analogy, but there's somebody that I watch on YouTube. Yet again, probably heard of him, probably not. Brennan Lee Mulligan. Great. This is gonna tie in somehow, but great D&D like DM. Okay. This is the grandest equivalent of a movable force and a movable force fighting one another. Okay? This is like both of them are both like immovable forces where one represents one thing, like irreparable growth, right? Like one is always growing while the other one has nowhere to go.
He's
right?
reached the top.
So it is purely a battle of wills at that point. Who has the stronger will? Probably Goku, sure. But like, yet again, you're dealing with somebody that really has all of the power already, like, just
So many different things to
condensed.
factor in. Like, for example, let's say for all intents and purposes, Goku goes Mastered Ultra Instinct, right?
Okay. He can't hold that for very long.
Yeah. So say he holds it, fucks up Saitama a little bit, and turn my power happens all over again. He gets fucked up. He didn't beat Saitama.
No.
Saitama's
No.
still standing, like. Whereas Saitama doesn't have anything where he's like, oh shit, this is my big bad form.
He's always at his peak.
Yeah, he's
Saitama doesn't have a form change. So he's constantly at his like physical peak. Whereas Goku, he goes through his phases and his levels of peaking.
Goku
right?
has
Like obviously like Super Saiyan 1, Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan 3, into like his all of his forms, and he obviously peaks through every form or whatever. But like Saitama, he's already there. This is a movable force against another immovable force, okay?
He's also always got I mean, yeah, because Goku treat it like an enemy boss battle, right?
Okay.
What does Saitama have to worry about? He's got to worry about health and stamina. Goku has to worry about health, stamina, and ki. Because if Goku runs out of ki, he's done. He can't transform. He can't fire off moves. Nothing.
But just in like a, I don't know, it's just in a fundamentals aspect, I feel like Goku has a really good hold on how he manages his ki.
And
like,
also, you have to think about the advantages that ki gives him. Like, as I mentioned, Saitama only has super strength. Goku can, like, teleport. He can, like, fly around super fast. He can shoot lasers and shit.
That is
whatnot.
True.
He can, like, lock you in place, apparently. Like, he has all these crazy techniques he can do. He has the solar flare. He can blind him. Saitama, all he can do is punch and run and jump.
Because, yeah, so, like, Goku does have a lot of abilities at his disposal. Like, I will give Goku that. Goku has a lot of abilities at his disposal, going through all of his forms. Because, yet again, I'm thinking of this in, like, a more, like, fighting game aspect, if that makes sense. So, like, running through Goku's, like, all of his forms or whatever, like, he has a lot of things that he can just, like, pull out of his,
you do have to remember,
back pocket, right?
Saitama is similar to Goku in the sense he does want a good fight. So there's a good chance Saitama could be like, okay, this guy's interesting, and will, like, not
hold
like
off.
lit him. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Which he does with Boros as well. Like, he lets Boros go pull power and to see if he could actually hurt him. And when he's like, well, that was his peak, then he finishes him. So, like, I don't think he would knock out Goku before his peak, if that's what you're trying to say. Like, I think Goku would definitely get to his peak before Saitama tried to finish the fight, just because Saitama would be interested to see.
You know, that is a solid point.
What peak are we talking about? Would Goku get to regular Ultra Instinct or Mastered?
I don't think it's up to debate. I don't think he could go Ultra Instinct. Because I'm assuming this is end of Tournament of Power Goku. Because, I haven't seen the manga. I guess Super Broly Goku, because that was the newest one. But he cannot, go Ultra Instinct on Will. And, he doesn't have his friends to, back him up. So, to go Ultra Instinct,
Okay.
I don't know. I don't know how he would go Ultra Instinct against Saitama.
No, it would be a thing of instinct. So, I feel like he could definitely pull off at least Ultra Instinct, but it wouldn't be mastered, obviously. It would be, okay. Once he gets to like,
if he could get to base Ultra Instinct, he could easily get to Mastered Ultra Instinct.
I don't know, man. I
don't think he could get to Ultra Instinct unless he was, because like to get to that, he has to be beaten with a, he has to be like fucked up bad, and
he has to be hit, yeah.
And I think I don't think One Punch Man could, beat him like that. I think it's like a one or done with him most of the time.
I definitely feel like, okay, if you guys are working on the assumption that Goku could at least take a hit, right? Goku would realize what kind of strength Saitama has and immediately be like, all right, well, this hit is immediately like...
Yeah, but he can't choose to go Ultra Instinct.
Well, yeah, it would be a thing of necessity. It'd be a thing of like...
Well, it was the same you could say the same with Broly. He wasn't able to go Ultra Instinct then. Like, it was a miraculous experience. Like, it's not like...
I feel
I don't think he could.
Maybe this fight would push him to his limit in that regard.
I don't know.
Like, just speaking from like the experiences that he's had, just in general. I definitely feel like he'd at least get to Ultra Instinct, but definitely not Mastered, if that makes sense.
I don't know, because here's the thing. Again, we're assuming this is based off a fight of like two bros duking it out and want to test each other. The sole reason
Goku I don't think he could go Ultra Instinct. I don't think he could.
Because his universe was on the line.
Yeah.
Sit there and tell me that if it was just a simple, like, oh, this is just a fight, Goku wouldn't have went, oh shit, Jiren's got me beat, I'm done. Like, he tried his best, but this was a literal, like, oh yeah, well, if you lose, everything fucking disappeared.
Yeah.
Okay, that is a good point. No, that is a really good point, because technically, what is on the line here for this fight?
Nothing.
Like, technically, yeah, it's
like,
nothing.
I think his peak
this
would just be Kaioken Blue would be his peak, I think.
That is a really good point. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I don't think he could go Ultra Instinct. I made this video under the assumption he doesn't go Ultra Instinct.
Okay, because
the type who would get to times 20 and be like, nah, I'ma push it, try something like times 50 or something.
Yeah.
And he would definitely fuck himself up.
That I could see happening, something like that. Yeah, like
Goku would definitely be like, times 20 ain't cutting it. Guess what? We're bumping this up.
Yeah, I do personally think that a Super Saiyan Blue Goku Kaioken does stand a chance against One Punch Man, at least from what we've seen from the anime. But I don't think he'd win. As if we kept watching the video, we've been paused here. So
I know, like,
review or whatever.
I'm just like, okay, yeah, we've been heavy in conversation, but like, yeah, like this is a heavy topic.
It's a heavy topic.
There's a lot.
That's why I made the video, was for the
Well, then here comes the video.
Clearly, we need
Vegeta.
Okay, well, I think Vegeta's getting cooked if it's, Saitama versus Vegeta.
Well, yeah, as I said, the only people I think could beat Saitama are the villains. Like Frieza, really? Goku Black, yeah. Because all the heroes, they aren't going for the kill. They ain't going to play dirty. Frieza will play absolutely scummy. He will not. He will be blasting, flying away, trying to cut him in half, fucking hold him in place, like blow up the planet. Like, Frieza's ruthless.
Maybe I'm just holding out for the fact that Saitama is just more power than I think he does. But
I mean, he definitely does. But like, Frieza's as strong as Goku, pretty much.
I don't know. I definitely
to some
degree.
Goku's definitely stronger, but he's like pretty close.
I don't know. I definitely feel like Saitama would beat Frieza and Goku Black, but like Goku Black.
Oh, he definitely could beat Goku Black, I think. Frieza's harder to beat than Goku Black, I think.
I feel like Goku Black might be a. I don't know. I feel like Goku Black might be a harder challenge than Frieza, because like I feel like Frieza, sure, like Frieza.
I think by the Tournament of Power, Frieza's stronger than Goku Black. I mean, I'm not certain.
Well, I'm not thinking that aspect. I'm just thinking of the fact that like Goku Black is thinking on the aspect of pure evil, right?
Well, I mean, so is Frieza.
Well, no, because Frieza has like redeeming factors about him, right?
I mean,
like,
I guess.
Like just a little. Like Frieza has a little bit of care. Well, like Goku Black is just like, all right, I'm here to end it all. Like,
But thing, who can do that better?
What do you mean?
For example, Goku Black or Frieza, right?
Well, I think I'd make the argument later in the video. The difference between them is Frieza's willing to blow up the Earth, which will for sure kill Saitama, but Goku Black isn't. That's his whole thing. He wants to kill all the mortals. So if for example, Frieza survives the one hit and is like, oh fuck, this is bad, he'll just blow up the planet.
That is true.
Where Goku Black, he would not do that because his whole motivation is he wants to kill all the humans on Earth and return it back to its former glory. He wouldn't just blow up the planet. What I'm saying is, I think Frieza wouldn't win, but he would blow up the planet and kill Saitama, and then he'd win.
I just feel like on like. Okay, well I'll let John continue.
He's cutting out. He's struggling right now.
Yeah, go on, John. I'll let you take the floor.
Here's the thing. Goku Black can't do that because he's Goku's body. Frieza can blow up the planet and still live. If Goku Black blows up the planet, he's fucked.
Well,
he's
he
dead.
wouldn't either, as I said, because I'm focusing on the character motivations as well. Goku Black wouldn't blow up the planet. It'd be the same scenario as in the future arc. He wants to kill all the planets, kill all the humans on the planet, so it returns back to its former glory. As I said, so he wouldn't blow up the planet.
Goku Black was like, "Oh shit, this guy's gonna kill me." I think he'd sacrifice one planet if he could, but I don't think he just.
No, he wouldn't. He never considers blowing up the planet in their entire thing.
Yeah, but just in like a theoretical aspect, right? Like I feel like there's more evil that harbors in just Goku Black than like Frieza. I feel like Frieza has more like a
because here's the difference. There's the difference. Goku Black is doing this all in a warped sense of justice. He thinks he's the good guy. He thinks all the humans are absolute scum and deserve what they're getting. Frieza, he does what he does for the hell of it. He's a true villain. He does villainy because he likes it. Goku Black, he definitely likes it, but like he feels like he's as he says, he's a god. It's justice to him. He's the hero. Like that's the difference between them. He has a warped sense of morality where Frieza is truly just evil.
I don't know, because yet again, I feel like in some regard Frieza does have some redeeming factors about him. Like there's like a weird sense of honor for Frieza.
No, he doesn't. What you're seeing in Super right now is just him playing because he doesn't want to die again.
Well, yeah, but I feel like
he doesn't have like an honor.
I feel like there is like
him. It's him. Whatever he does, it's to help him. He'll
like,
beg the Goku for him. Like there's no honor in that. It's just him.
But what I'm saying is like there's like a almost I don't want to say respect, but like there's a weird like sense of like obviously it's a lot of just him. Right? Like, he's mainly focused on him.
He's only focused on him. He doesn't focus on anyone else.
I'm just saying that I think that's almost like I wouldn't say respect, because yet again, he doesn't have respect for Sans.
He doesn't have respect for anyone.
Yeah.
He even hates Beerus. The only person he should have respect for because he's terrified of him. Even he was plotting behind Beerus's back.
I just don't
think... Yeah. He's just only a suck-up when he only works with people when it helps him.
So we have to wager, right? This becomes a character study between like true evil and savior complex, right?
Well, here's my point, right? Frieza got to a point in the Resurrection F fight where he was literally like, "Oh shit, I can't win. My main goal is to blow up."
Which he always does that. He did that in the Namek Saga too. That's his default move. It's his default move, bro.
Well, he threatens it a lot. Let's just preface that.
It's his default move, man. He has no remorse. He'll blow the planet the second it's left to him.
I'm going to lose. I'm gonna blow up.
Drop in a hat.
Yeah, he does it all the time.
Here's the thing. Goku Black's superiority complex where he's like, "I'm a god. I'm better than all mortals." Tell me one moment in the entire Goku Black saga where Goku Black actually was like, "Oh shit, I can't win."
What's that have to do with anything?
Because Frieza was only blew up the planet because he recognized, he's like, "No, I can't win. I'm gonna do this." Goku Black the whole time was like, No, this is not possible.
Well, the only reason you misunderstand Frieza's mentality. The only reason he didn't instantly show up and blow up the planet is because he wants to watch Goku suffer. There's no morality in that. If he didn't care to watch Goku suffer, he would have just fucking Planet Vegeta that bitch and blew it up from orbit. Like it's not. There's no like. That doesn't matter.
Goku Black a fight and be like,
I don't think he
No,
would blow up a planet, is what I'm saying. Because I think blowing up the planet would ruin his ego as well.
I don't know. I feel like Goku Black could definitely get to that point. Like, because yet again, there are other planets out there, maybe, that he could just go fiddle with.
Yeah, but
right?
that would be a loss for him, which I don't think he'd accept.
No.
I think he'd go down fighting. I think he'd fight to his last breath. I don't think he'd willingly blow up the planet.
He would definitely have to be pushed to a limit, right? Like there would be it would be a last ditch effort kind of thing. But like Frieza just willingly throws that one out there.
Exactly. It doesn't even have to be his last ditch. He'll do it just cause. I mean,
He's
like,
like,
Frieza could easily just instantly blow up Earth just because he wants to.
Yeah, and he could.
Yeah,
Frieza would blow up Earth and go, "I just want to watch Goku like
fuck you,
choke on space air." Yeah. Right, like.
And that's the thing I mentioned. I don't know if you mentioned, like, technically speaking, if like, of course, you know, Saitama could easily like get free, but like you could just pick up Saitama and throw him into space and he'd die because he can't breathe in space or anything.
True.
And he can't fly, so he'd just be fucked.
Okay, now Tyler, I'm not gonna spoil it, but I will say, as far as the space travel thing with Saitama, later on, that is kind of a thing.
Damn, bro just skips through fucking space dust or something. But yeah.
Out to Jupiter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm just. Yeah. I don't know. Anyways, we're leaving the plot. We're just talking about if Goku Black would blow up a planet at this point, yeah.
Saitama's like, dang, this guy's kind of good. All right, I'll fight back. Throws a clean punch out of nowhere, like gut checks him or something. Goku's like gets fucking walloped, gets absolutely booshed. You know, I could see that happening for sure. That definitely, I think, would happen at some point in a battle between the two of them. Because obviously a setup for this obviously would just be Goku like, dang, you're strong, let's fight. And Saitama like, okay, all right. Because, you know, they have similar kind of goals overall. Saitama's just super bored and just kind of is like, well, this might be fun. Where Goku's kind of a maniac for it.
There is another
similar to that.
There's another way that could go.
Because
Saitama doesn't know Goku.
You know,
yeah, he could just instantly punch him.
Mole Man.
Yeah,
Garo, yeah.
Mentality to
Psycho would be like, who the fuck are you?
Yeah, just hit him with the Garo move.
Goku's definitely more of a fanatic than Saitama for sure. And I also feel like something too, that, you know, I don't know how many people would agree with this. I feel like Goku, there's a good chance upon realizing that Saitama doesn't have, like, can't, like, fly or anything like that. I feel like Goku might just fight him, like, on the ground, like, 1v1.
That's true.
Style, like, hand to hand. I know definitely Goku would start whipping out stuff like Kamehamehas.
Well, yeah.
Towards the end.
That's clear.
But I feel like for the start, he might kind of play it fair and square and kind of just be like, oh, okay, I'll do a, you know, normal fist fight with this guy. You know, Goku's a bit honorable. A bit.
A bit? I would say he's probably the most honorable.
Brother, you can't say that when you watch this guy bite his opponents very often.
Crazy
he didn't bite Cell.
Because once again, it would be a endurance fight.
I mean,
I think
there's
a chance.
We're all guilty of pulling a little Mike Tyson here and there. Let's just, you know.
Kid Buu bit him first. It was called for.
Yeah, like, he's just giving back, right?
He was a racist, so.
True.
But
he also bullies children. Shout out to my boy Oob.
But yeah, I definitely feel like Goku's probably the most honorable person you could go.
Exactly, and that's what I said.
With. Yeah,
what I was saying. Like, I think he wouldn't, like, at first he wouldn't just lay, like, shooting key blasts and, like, blasting with Kamehamehas. I think he'd start out in a fist fight, you know?
Because, yeah, like, obviously, I think you can sense that there is some power behind One Punch Man.
They can tell when that people are powerful, like with Beerus, for example. Like, he couldn't sense his ki, but he could still, like, feel that he's powerful. I think it'd be a similar scenario with One Punch Man. He could feel that he's powerful, but he couldn't actually sense him or anything.
And then, obviously, he'd be able to detect if if he has any ki or anything like that, and obviously there'd be no ki.
Exactly.
So, like, I feel like he would try to match him on that level at least.
Yeah.
Josh, can I say immediately after when you were like Goku's like the most honorable, my mind immediately dropped to the the clip of Goku's voice actor. I was like, they.
I thought it was AI. I don't think that's the
Wait, what are we referring to?
Oh, you don't know? Okay.
Yeah, the F slur.
Oh no, that is real.
No,
it is
not.
real. I am not kidding. That is real. He had to apologize for that.
That is so much funnier. I thought that was AI. That's
no, it is real. It's
so
real.
Funny. That's so funny.
I literally looked that up to see if it was real or not. No, it is. Like his voice actor actually did that.
That is so funny.
It was his colleague that got leaked, and he was like, guys, Goku would never do.
Yeah, like he actually had to apologize for that. Like I'm not kidding.
That guy's a goat. That guy's funny as hell.
Yeah, it is really funny.
I love him.
Yeah, shout out to Goku's voice actor. He has said the F slur.
Yeah.
One Punch Man could, one punch Goku out of surprise. But yeah, just comparing them.
Saying One Punch Man's voice actor never did anything like that.
I think physically.
Yeah, wait. Let's just say Goku is at least stronger verbally.
Punch Man is definitely
say that.
Stronger. Because in the show, in Dragon Ball, the insane strength feats aren't very common. It's mainly like the ki blasts that do like crazy stuff. You don't see like Goku like punching something and like making a huge shock wave like One Punch Man and whatnot. You don't see like, for example, in season 1 where he goes to like punch Genos and like destroys a whole mountain range behind him just by the force of it. You don't see Goku doing anything like.
I definitely feel like One Punch Man is not limited by this, right? Like this is not obviously the full extent of his power.
No, it's just an example, and that's not even him punching something. As I said, that's just the shockwave of him throwing a punch. Yeah, you didn't even punch that.
I remember that.
Yeah,
and he splits the clouds.
Yeah.
So this is definitely
Physical
not full extent.
Crazy.
Yeah. So
as I was saying.
Okay.
The only thing I can think of that references like that picture right there, again, call back to GT, which isn't canon, but the fucking Universal Spirit Bomb, the trail it left, that's akin to that. But the difference is Saitama did that with air from a punch.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Press play. That's what I'm talking about right now.
Like that, really. It's he'd do that with a Kamehameha, of course, but not with his bare fist. So in that regards, I think like physically speaking, Saitama's definitely stronger. But with ki involved, I think it's pretty even. And then it's just up to, well, could Saitama like throw a ki blast away from him or anything? I don't know how that fully would go.
To be honest, if you want me to be real, I feel like Saitama could deflect ki blasts. Yeah. If he can punch a hole through like just a straight up canyon with a shockwave alone, I definitely feel like he could deflect ki blasts.
Yeah. Look, let me tell you, okay, just to make this whole thing better, right? I'm gonna peek into the future a little bit with the manga, okay? I'm not gonna spoil anything. If we include manga, Saitama absolutely fucking washes Goku. I will say that. Not even a comparison. No, there is no existing world. Manga Goku, manga Saitama, Goku could do anything in his fucking power. I mean, the only thing Goku could do, maybe, is the Hakai, which he does on Zamasu in the manga. But, yeah, that's it. He would literally have to kill Saitama. Literally want to kill Saitama, which he wouldn't do. Without that, no, Saitama would absolutely fucking mangle Goku. Ki blast, spirit bomb, anything. You throw it at him, no, nothing.
So what I'm hearing is that Saitama basically gets Ultra Instinct, okay?
No. His physical strength is on such an absurd level that there is nothing that Goku has other than Hakai, which is a technique that is literally just oblivion. There is no technique Goku has or will get in the manga that could break through Saitama's raw strength.
Wow. That is a kicker.
Saitama eventually goes on to fight people on the cosmic level. Again, bare knuckle brawl.
In a sense, I mean, I guess Tournament of Power does that for Goku, but like not on like a. It's more like a people kind of level, but not like.
Saitama goes on to fight. I'm not gonna say who. To fight someone who literally goes, "Yes, I'm fighting you, as if it is you fighting yourself." And he still clears because the person's like, "Holy shit! I can't even begin to fathom what he's like."
Wow, so he fights like cosmic entities that are above human understanding, is what I'm getting from this.
Yes.
I mean, Goku fight gods. Who could say?
That is okay.
Goku
yeah, that
fights
is true.
literal gods.
Goku fights gods of destruction, right?
The whole I will say this, the whole Jupiter thing, right? Saitama, if I remember correctly, jumps through Jupiter and destroys it.
I mean, yeah, but once again, you can make as I was saying, like, Goku can destroy, like, the whole universe.
Yeah.
No, but Saitama jumps through it.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, as I mentioned, in a physical only, easy Saitama wipe, but Ki Blast are that strong as well. Like, a Goku Kamehameha can destroy, like, the entire universe based on its power. As is stated by just people's mentioning, like Broly, for example. Movie, technically not canon, but, like, you know what I mean. Z Broly, like, destroys the entire South Galaxy just casually and whatnot. Like, shit's crazy. Like, they can do that kind of crap, but you just don't really see them doing it because, it's Goku. And, that's kind of hard to represent.
A no-kill fight.
Exactly.
Saitama's, like, cap is so much higher than Goku could even fathom to reach at the end of the manga, where he is right now, that he couldn't beat Saitama. Now maybe in a couple of years when the manga is like, oh yeah, Goku's going head to toe with full power Beerus, that might be different. But right now, as of current standing, Saitama manga, Saitama Goku could not have any hope of beating Saitama.
I see.
Okay.
He would deal with something like that. I imagine he could probably just like punch it away, probably. But yeah, I'm
glad you mentioned that.
I will state I'm leaning towards One Punch Man winning. I will put it bluntly, because I'm based on how I think Goku would fight. Because they, have very different mentalities apart that. One Punch Man is not the type to go easy, so to speak. Most of his fights, him going easy, is just doing nothing and just kind of losing focus, letting himself get hit, thrown around, whatnot, and then he throws one real hit, and then the fight's over, is generally how his fights go. So I see it highly likely something like that happening. But there's also a good chance Goku could dodge that punch or, whatnot. And then we're assuming, obviously, we have to take assumption Saitama going all out. Because, probably in the manga we see more closely to that, but in season 1 and 2, you never see anything close to him going out all out. Like, the power he generates in just one punch, imagine him throwing 20, 50 in a row. Like
that is true.
Considering him doing a combination attack. Just in one punch, he can do that much. Blow up like a mountain range and like cause freaking clouds for thousands of miles apart. Imagine what he could do in 2 punches, 3 punches, 4 punches, 5 punches. Actually punching multiple times instead of just all once.
Here's something else to think about, right?
As far as physically goes,
Saitama could be a funny guy, right? Saitama could, like, say they're doing this casually, and Saitama's like, well, I don't want to hurt you, and Goku could be like, oh, I have senzu beans that will heal anything. Saitama could get a shit-eating grin and be like, anything? And then literally break Goku's arms and legs.
Wow, alright.
Saitama's a funny guy, not a fucking maniac.
Like, yeah, he's not a psychopath.
You know what I mean? He
accidentally punches fucking Speed of Sound Sonic in the balls and like feels super bad about it. Like, I don't think he'd do that. I don't think he'd do anything like that.
You know what I mean? Like,
being funny for Saitama would be like pulling down his pants real fast. That would be funny for Saitama.
Yeah, he's more jokes, not actual psychopath behavior.
I don't think he'd fucking snap his arms and legs as a joke.
Like, bro, there's no way he'd be like, I'm gonna break your legs! Wouldn't happen.
Now if I reflect on Saitama's other behaviors, I think you're right. I think that was
extreme.
That was a yeah, brother misstepped on that one.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Well,
you can make arguments. Well, like for example, when he goes Super.
Yeah, you spoke out of tone there, buddy.
Saiyan 3, when he's charging up, like the earth shakes and like clouds fly away and like huge storms build up and whatnot. So you know, as far as that goes, you could say they're equal, but I don't.
I love how you took the
I love that picture.
Yeah, you took the screenshot of Goku in Super Saiyan 3 that everybody uses. That's like, whenever I beat my friend in Mortal Kombat 3 or Mortal Kombat or whatever, and do a fatality, even though I'm punching down.
Yeah.
Good one.
Like, as I said, you don't see Goku doing any physical feats as far as that kind of stuff goes that much. You know, he'll like punch through a guy, but like, you know, not on the same level. Like, his shock waves from throwing a punch is not nearly the same as Saitama's, which does make me believe he is physically way stronger. In a just physical fist fight, easy win for Saitama. Goku does not stand a chance in a physical fist fight. Of course, Goku is way more proficient in fighting, so he would definitely have some dodges, some weaving, some better technique, where Saitama has pretty much next to no actual fighting technique. You know, he's just a dude. He just throws punches, that he has an insane strength. So there's a good chance Goku could just dodge and weave and like outfight him in general, you know, and just never get hit. That's also highly like, especially if we're talking Ultra Instinct Goku. I don't think Saitama could hit a Ultra Instinct Goku, personally. Because, you know, Saitama's fast, of course, but he doesn't have the skill that Goku has. You know, the technique, he's lacking in that. It's like Broly in the Dragon Ball Super movie. You know, Broly was super strong, but like he had no technique at the start of the fight, so they were like easily ducking and weaving and dodging him, and then, you know, he'd get a lucky hit in. It'd be the same with Saitama. You know, he'd get a lucky hit in and fucking obliterate Goku.
I definitely feel to some extent that Saitama's growth would be reading Goku's moves, right? Like,
but then we said.
Yeah, but Saitama doesn't have any moves. What do you mean?
Well,
that's not a thing Saitama does. Saitama doesn't do that.
But like I feel like there's a degree of, like, you know,
like Saitama's never been showed to have the same skill as Goku, where he like picks up techniques. In fact, he has the opposite. He refuses to do so. Like the whole time they go up to the Flowing Rock Dojo, he's like, I ain't learning no martial arts. That's just for pussies. I just punch people. Fuck that. Like, he doesn't know. He's not into that kind of stuff.
Like, Goku fights Dispo, right? And he's like, yeah, you may be really fast, but you're really, really predictable. Goku would get to a point where he's like, yeah, bro, you're just gonna punch me.
Like, like as I said, like, I don't even think One Punch Man kicks. Like, I think for Goku, like, he'd be so easy to read. Like, shit would be, he'd feel like he's moving in slow motion compared to, like, Hit, who literally could skip time. Like, I don't think he could, like, hitting Goku would be hard for One Punch Man. It's possible, but it'd be hard.
But it is funny to think that this whole argument could be summarized with one thing. One Punch Man can't lose to Goku because he's like a Raleigh. He's a gag character.
Exactly.
They're made to not lose. Like,
yeah.
But now One Punch Man versus a Raleigh. Now that
he's losing.
Yeah, this is a rather difficult topic, obviously, because of the fact that it is a gag character versus a non-gag character, right?
I mean, Saitama is a gag character, but, like, he's not only a gag character, you know? He has more depth to it. There's more to it than just a gag.
Not really. I mean,
I think overall, yeah, it's still a gag character, but there's more to it than just...
Yeah, I definitely feel like he has more...
There's different levels to it.
Yeah,
Here's
like
the-
I definitely feel like he has more character overall than most gag characters, but he's still a gag character in the end.
There's a point in the manga where Saitama's fighting a guy. Guy's moving at like hyper speed levels. Saitama starts to slow down, and then Saitama lets one rip and immediately overtakes the guy.
It's funny, yeah. It's supposed to be a comedy.
Yeah.
But yeah. As far as like, I'm just saying, like, he's not like 100% gag, There's a bit of like action anime in him.
Well, yeah, there has to be.
Unlike a Raleigh who's just 100% a gag character. Like, he still does have a bit of that action anime edge to him, I'd say it'd be like 70-30 probably if I had to guess. 70% gag character. There's like 30% of him that's like an actual real fighting character.
I think there's a better thing to be made here. Who would win in a fight, Goku or Dream Saitama?
Well, I bring that up. But yeah. Because that's him like fighting for what he sees as real. Like that's what he wants to do. That's his dream. And I think because that's what he really wants in life. So that's why I think he would let Goku like go all out because he wants to have that experience. But he never obtains it, sadly.
At least he hasn't yet.
He hasn't yet. Goku could be him. Who knows? Continue.
Who knows?
Is what I'm saying, But it's same with Goku. I don't know how he'd react to like a Kamehameha. Like he deals with like energy blast because like Boros, the alien guy in season 1. He can be assumed to be kind of on a Boo level of strength because he kind of flies around and like blows up a bunch of planets, as it's well aware. So like he's planetary destruction level. So and Saitama beats him without a scratch, pretty much. Like any injury he sustained was just because he was doing nothing. And like similar to that, you never see Goku or anyone throw anyone to a fucking planet. Like he'll with it once again Kamehameha. He does. He shoots people into space. It's happened before. Like my boy Cooler. Of course, the Z movies aren't canon. Of course. Well aware of that.
Shout out to Cooler.
But still, he could do that if he wanted.
Shout out
Cooler
to my boy.
mentioned.
Shoot him into his sun. He could.
Allowed him to
I
do
don't
that.
think he would.
Once again.
He's not trying to kill. This isn't a death match, Like Goku could just shoot a Kamehameha and launch him into space, and Saitama would die because he can't breathe or fly.
Saitama, then he could find the
could do
Big
that,
Daddy.
but he wouldn't. He wouldn't do that. I think Goku would fight fair and square. Is what I'm saying. I think Goku. He is a bit of a trickster, a wee bit. But I don't think he's that
guy.
right.
Bit of a tricksy guy.
I would kind of see it as cheating almost, personally. But until a point, until he realizes, like Saitama can take it, and then he'd go crazy with it, and then it's just up to
I'm finished.
how Saitama can react to that. Physically speaking, way, way, way stronger. Not even in comparison. Like the physical feats Saitama can do compared to what Goku can, not even close. A prime example. After image, the after image technique, Goku can do that. That's speed based, but he does it in like a circle. He does it to like trick people. Saitama, he can do it back to back in a straight line, making 10 versions of himself. Like that's crazy. Like a circle compared to a straight line, the speed you need to do that is crazy. Like I don't think we ever see Goku doing it in a straight line like that. Like it's always like a circle because he's trying to trick them. Where Saitama was just like casually jumping back and forth.
Saitama doing that straight line jump.
Them.
Yeah,
and he just starts throwing punches.
Exactly. Like brother's speed and strength is crazy compared to Goku.
Yeah.
Like that whole argument was like the after image is obviously just moving super fast, where Goku just does it in a circle to like be like, where am I? Saitama can just jump back to back, back to forth, which is way longer and fast. Like it has to be faster to do it, just to casually like flex on somebody. Like that is just a casual thing for him, where Goku like is at least a little trying with like an after image technique and whatnot. So like their speed comparison, I feel like is definitely up there. Flying, well, as I mentioned later, I think flying is definitely faster than Saitama can, like, run or anything, but...
I don't think it matters, because Saitama could, whatever height Goku flies
Exactly, he can just jump, yeah.
but
he has an advantage in the flying though, because he can't control where he goes.
Yeah,
when he's
that's
flying
what I was gonna mention.
Jumping.
Like, Saitama can't control where he goes after he jumps.
Exactly.
Okay, now he hasn't done this, but I'm gonna take inspiration from another anime. Okay, Might Guy. 8 Inner Gates Might Guy could jump on air by kicking it so hard that it let it stay in the air.
True.
Saitama could easily do that. He just hasn't needed to.
He hasn't thought of it.
Saitama could probably literally run on air by moving his legs so fast that he just stays in one place because the pressure caused by it.
Like a helicopter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, yet again,
Saitama could do the helicopter and stay in, and he can fly.
I wouldn't put it past Saitama to pull that off.
But yeah, we're basing it off the stuff he does in the anime, so you know, we never see him fly. He always just runs or jumps, so assuming he can't.
See, yeah, we don't know for a certainty.
Airborne and tries to go for something. Let's just say Saitama's jump speed is faster than Goku's flying. Let's get out of here.
I don't know, because I always, as I say in the video, if you want to keep going, we can talk about it after that. I think I'm about to bring it up.
The speed of him jumping around.
Oh my god, Tyler!
The physicality of One Punch Man is truly insane. Like, it's crazy. It's not even comparable to the kind of things Goku does physically. So, you know, as far as that goes, yeah, Goku does not stand a chance. If they were doing a straight-to-straight boxing match, don't think he'd win. I don't think he would. He could dodge, he could weave, he got the techniques. He'd definitely finesse him for a while, but it just takes one hit from One Punch Man to probably knock his ass out. In my opinion, of course. Goku could take a beating, that's for sure, but good, clean punch, I don't know, man. I think it might wreck him. And yeah. What else? I think, and then as far as like Goku winning, well, once again, I don't think it'd be an easy fight for either of them. You know, a Super Saiyan Blue Goku definitely has some power to him. He's got some strength, obviously. And then the Kamehameha, of course, could definitely fuck Saitama up. But I don't think it'd be enough to win, you know? And this is all assuming it's taking place on the ground, for starters, once again. I don't think Goku would fly. I think he'd realize and accept that Saitama can't fly and kind of wouldn't do that. But anything else in Goku's arsenal, he would think is fair game, I think. The only thing I think he wouldn't really do is fly. Because, you know, that just seems kind of unfair, in my opinion. And I feel like Goku would feel the same way. It's like, well, I could just fly up in the air and just shoot him with Ki Blast, but that's not Goku's style. He likes to have a good, fair fight most of the time. He wants to fight for the fun of it. So I don't think he'd do something like that that could just completely trivialize the fight and make it no point. Of course, Saitama isn't defenseless to ground stuff. He can jump super fucking high, so he could just jump and box with him. No problem. But yeah, just personally don't think Goku would, you know, do anything with that. Then any kind of like kill moves Goku has, like I don't think he could whip out a Destructo Disc, you know, anything like that. Like a Destructo Disc might kill Saitama, but you know, don't think he'd use it because once again, he's not going for the kill. This is a friendly match, pretty much. It's like a, you know, this would be probably tournament style, to be honest, is probably how it would go, if I had to guess. As they're both just kind of doing it for fun. The other, it's not a death match. They're not going for kills. It wouldn't make any sense in that department.
I feel like, yet again, that is a thing that we're clearly forgetting here and there. Is that, yes, they are not going for kills.
Exactly.
So, that is like another thing.
Like as I say, if Goku wants to kill Saitama, he could just shoot him into space and he'd die.
Yeah.
But it would just be floating in space and suffocate.
Well, no, because here's the thing. Eventually, Saitama would hit something in space, and he should be able to jump back. Like,
but you're assuming he'd hit something. What if he just never hit anything?
You would have to assume
what
that
if you
Goku
get cars?
is like sending him off into another direction. Like, just say like, I don't know.
Because we know Saitama has to hold his breath. He gets on the moon and starts holding his breath, so he'd die. He'd run out of air at some point.
I mean, there's also the thing of instant transmission. Goku could just be like, "All right, buddy, you're out of here."
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like if it was for the kill, Goku could just teleport him in the middle of like space and just leave.
That is true.
It's as far as killing, he could easily kill him. That's why once again I think Frieza could. I think Frieza could kill Saitama if they were going for the kill. Then yeah, I'm pretty certain I bring it up, but with the flying thing, the thing I always go back to is in Z, which is obviously way weaker than Super. In Z, Gotenks can fly around the Earth like a shit ton of times in a second, while Saitama, when we see him run around, like he doesn't seem that fast in comparison. So I think you could outfly him at full speed. Then he could like jump and run after you. Is what I was thinking, as far as the flying goes.
I will give you credit. You've put a lot of effort into this one.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You've put a lot of thought into this.
I was not kidding at the beginning of the video when I was like up all night thinking about it, and I woke up and made this video.
Yeah, you were not kidding. I can see because now you're swaying me to the Frieza topic because
what could Saitama do if Frieza blew up the planet or threw him into space? What could he do?
Be nothing.
Because we know Frieza has the Psycho move where he could freeze him in place and throw him. Of course, Saitama could probably break out of that, but even he couldn't just launch him into space.
The octopus guy tried that, didn't he?
No. That's Frieza's move is different. I don't know how it works, but when he puts Goku in a ball and starts kicking him around and whatnot.
That's true.
That move, I don't know how it would work against Saitama. Once again, I'm not a writer. I don't know how the moves would correlate to each other, but if he was truly going for the kill, he could do that. If he wants to.
Mention that this is this is going to be a really long reaction.
It's fine.
But no, you've definitely swayed me to the point where I could definitely see Frieza winning.
Obviously, end of Super Frieza. I mean, if we're counting manga Frieza, which we'd have to count manga.
Well, yeah.
Saitama as well, which I'm not because I don't know about it. But Goku, Black Frieza, probably super crazy strong, from what I've heard.
Yeah, I know nothing about.
I just know that he turns black, so he officially gets the pass.
Yeah, but
he's trying to dodge the racist allegations.
Well, even Golden Frieza,
even Golden Frieza,
yeah.
Here's the thing.
Could kill him.
Now, this ties back into the moral standpoint, okay? As someone, I haven't read One Punch Man manga, but I do know snippets of it. From what I know, I'm swaying with you, Tyler. I still think even manga-based, Frieza could beat Saitama because of the morals.
Because of kill him. He just blow up the planet, kill him, and whatnot.
If Frieza was just straight up all right, buddy, you're just dying straight up. Namek Saga Frieza, we pointed at Krillin and blew his ass up from the inside.
Exactly. What does Saitama do against that? He doesn't have ki or anything. He's just a normal guy.
Golden Frieza,
he's crazy.
All right, buddy, you're done.
He fucking explodes. Yeah.
I will mention that. Yes,
the kill moves in Z are crazy.
You've
Boo could kill him.
Swayed me.
Probably, maybe.
Yeah.
Boo could jump at his mouth, fuck up his guts. But it didn't work on Vegito, so I guess you could just be so strong that doesn't hurt you. So that's not a fair comparison, but you know what I mean. Stuff like that.
But no, just in general, Frieza's not afraid to just go to the polar extreme.
Exactly. He's not afraid to fucking go crazy.
Yeah, and I feel that plays to his advantage here. Whereas Saitama is he shows obviously he's more the hero obviously, so he doesn't
boil it down to not only can Frieza go to the extreme of he's oh yeah, I'm gonna blow up the planet. Frieza can go to the fucked up extreme.
Well, yeah.
I'm gonna blow you up from the inside out. I'm gonna blow up the planet. I'm gonna, paralyze you and kick you into space, and that's the thing.
I'm gonna shoot holes in all your limbs.
Here's the thing. Frieza can survive in space.
Exactly. Goku can't, which, once again, gives One Punch Man an edge. But Frieza can.
Well, yet again, I think that plays into Frieza's, obviously, goated aspects.
A prime example of what, full, Frieza, no, emotional ties to it is is when he destroys Planet Namek. I mean, not Namek, Vegeta. Like,
Yeah.
we can assume in this universe, in the One Punch Man universe, that Frieza just showed up there. He could just blow up the planet without even landing there, and Saitama could do nothing if he really wanted to. like Frieza, who doesn't give a fuck about anything, would just casually blow up a planet just because he can.
Yeah, there would be literally no consequence to Frieza to do that.
Exactly.
There is nothing stopping Frieza. Like,
it's the only reason. Once again,
like, all right, like. Soldier could go to Frieza and be like, yeah, there's this really strong guy on Earth. He could really threaten you. And Frieza could just be like,
all right,
yeah,
it's over.
Yeah, like...
Because, yeah, the only reason he doesn't do that is because he wants to torture Goku or he wanted the Dragon Balls. That's the only reason he didn't blow up Earth the first time he went there, and he didn't blow up Namek when he first got there. Is because he wanted something on it. In this assumption, he doesn't want anything on this version of Earth.
Yeah, there's nothing here.
There's nothing he wants. He would show up, like, he might be like, go conquer it, boys, because it might be worth some money. But other than that, like, he had no reason. The second his boys, because he wouldn't even go himself first.
No.
He'd send one of his boys and they'd be like, yo, there's this super strong guy that's obliterating us. Where he's like, this is too much worth, and just blow up the planet. And like, Saitama could come to space, but like, he'd just be like Bardock. He'd just be like, okay, fuck you.
Well, that's a really good point, because there's literally nothing that Frieza wants here. There is no Dragon Balls, there is no Goku, there is no Vegeta. Yep. There's nothing stopping him from going, like, because Frieza's never in for, like, I want to fight.
He doesn't want to put in the effort.
No. Frieza just wants this to be done and over with. He wants a reward.
Exactly.
If we're talking this Frieza's like, I know about Goku, I know about everything, there's more of a chance he does blow up Earth, because Frieza could go back to Goku and be like, yeah, I blew up your Earth. You weren't there, but I blew it up.
On God. On God, monkey, I blew up an Earth.
What do you think we're doing?
And yet again, in the situation like this, there is like 99.9% of people in the One Punch Man universe could literally do nothing about this.
Like, I feel like most people in One Punch Man universe would get cooked by just normal Frieza soldiers that show up to invade Earth. Like, I feel like other than the S rank heroes, like, everyone's getting cooked.
Well, yeah,
I Zarbon comes down there, like, most are getting cooked. Like, Frieza could just chill in his spaceship in space for most of the fight, quote unquote.
Frieza wouldn't have to worry about anything.
Yeah, Frieza wouldn't even go to Earth. That'd be a good chance. Of course, we're assuming they would get into a fight, and I still think he would win. But like Frieza, he just exists in this universe, Barrow style. When he shows up to Earth, he's not gonna land there and be like, I want to fight somebody. And, like, give them the chance. Frieza would just chill in orbit and blow them up.
Yeah.
When it was realized this shit's not worth my time.
Like, literally, he would just, as you had said, Tyler, like, his boys would come back, or his, like, henchmen would come back and be like, yeah, this is
the scouter would have presumably work on Saitama. Because it doesn't read ki, it just reads how strong you are. Assumably.
Level,
yeah. So they could probably just, like, sense him and immediately start blowing up, and they're like, uh-oh. Gulp.
And they could just end it right there.
Yep.
No, I think you're wrong, because remember, it,
does it sense ki in particular? Because it sense, like, the farmer. Does the farmer have ki? Like, how does it work?
Here's the thing, they did it on Trunks, remember? And the soldier was like, he's weak, let's do this.
Well, that's they're hiding their power. But Saitama doesn't know how to hide his power.
Fine, you're right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, Saitama doesn't know how to hide his power from the scouters. Because, I don't think it reads ki, because that's assuming, like, everyone has ki in this universe, which, I mean, they technically do. But then you're assuming...
It does read ki, because that's the thing. It,
you're assuming... Like I don't know.
And Trunks have them.
Because then... On some level, then
Saitama would have ki then.
Ki, yeah.
Because it's just reading the life force power, I guess, is what the scouter works.
Yeah, but the thing is that like Saitama obviously wouldn't know how to use it. It would just be a thing that he has, right? Like he would have technically.
No. In the sense of reading it with the scouter. It's not that I don't think it's reading like the ki that like Goku and them uses. I think it just reads their life force power basically, like how strong they are.
That's what
that's
I
just
thought
based
it
on
was,
themselves. Because, like, yeah, it reads people that don't use ki, like Goku and them. Like, it reads, like, just normal beings.
That's how I thought it worked, but I don't know.
Yeah, like, I don't think you need to have, like, superpowers like Goku to have a power level. Because, like, dinosaurs have power level. I don't think they're using ki moves and whatnot.
Unless, yet again, unless
Fish,
ki is inherently...
Fish has a power level. There's the one scene where Vegeta's looking for Gohan and them, and he reads a fish. Like, does a fish have ki? If a fish has ki, Saitama has ki, so they'd be able to read his power level.
Well, yeah, because, like, does, like, ki tie
ki is just,
into
like,
life force?
Pretty much, is what I assume it to be.
Because if that's the case, then yeah, everybody has ki.
The very particular sense of the Scouter. I feel like sensing ki and the Scouter work differently inherently, I feel like. But yeah, I don't know. But I just feel like...
Now we're getting into the logistics of Scouters.
Because, like, Scouter is based on technology, you know?
Well, yeah.
It's a scientific element. There's got to be something they're scanning that's, like, real.
True.
So I feel like they could read Saitama's power on their Scouters.
I would think so too, honestly, because I think it's based off what you had said. I think it's like more of a life force thing.
Yeah.
But I would think to some degree like everybody has ki because that's inherent to life force, maybe. But
I did just think of a scenario where Saitama could end up like actually fighting Frieza, though. Of the classic scenario, Frieza, like, you could be a powerful henchman, how about you join me? You know, Frieza is known to do that. When he goes to powerful people, he tries to get them to work for him. That's possible. Saitama would get a chance to actually fight him. I still think he would lose in an actual fight.
Oh, yeah, he'd lose. 100%.
Because, you know, Frieza has got a bunch of crazy kill moves, unlike Goku.
Oh, yeah.
Because, yeah, you couldn't beat Saitama unless you kill him. You ain't knocking him out. You ain't hurting him like that. You gotta do something crazy to kill him.
I definitely feel like Saitama would put up like a degree of a good fight, but like in the end, obviously, like Frieza's going for a kill,
which he always is.
Yeah, like because I feel like honestly, it depends on how...
Yeah, even a prime example, the only reason he goes easy, quote unquote, on like Vegeta and them is because they pissed him off. And Saitama in this scenario does nothing. The reason to be like want to play with him or torture him.
Yeah, like to be honest, I feel it's like if Frieza just underestimates him just because he's a human.
Yeah, but he wouldn't, because once again, you could read his power level with the Scouter.
Well, yeah.
No, I think there is a world where, you know, Frieza's like, oh, you're a hero. What if I do this? He kills a civilian. Saitama's like, I don't fucking care anymore. Die. And he immediately kills him.
I mean, yeah.
Well, yeah, it depends on how long Frieza's been been in this, like, scenario, I guess. Because, like, if Frieza sends down his, like, henchman and starts, like, doing his thing, where his henchmen start to, like, you know, hassle the folk and maybe
start destroying the planet. Is what they do.
Yeah, like, you know,
because their whole thing is they like wipe planets clean and then sell them.
Then yeah, I feel like he would definitely get involved and maybe
God, I so want to see more of the actual like the universe of Dragon Ball. Like, it feels so interesting. Like, what, like, always hear like the galactic patrollers, and those guys are fucking dweebs. Like, I want to see like the normal people, quote unquote, like other than Frieza. Like, because Frieza was the emperor of the universe. Like, what's this universe like? Like, who's the emperor of? Like, I want to see more of that. You know?
Honestly,
like GT does it a little bit, but I don't think it does a good job of it.
I did find it funny that they were like, oh, the Galactic Patrol, they do all this shit, but they're lame. And then, like, one manga arc after it ends, they're like, oh, yeah, we just casually locked up this guy that, like, eats entire worlds. And they're like, I'm sorry, what?
Yeah.
What?
Too bad that is never going to fucking be animated at the rate they're going. Even though I've heard that arc sucks, but, you know, that's just hearsay, I don't know.
No, actually, the Mora arc was fucking amazing. No, it's the granola arc they didn't like.
Okay. But of course the anime always does it like way different than manga anyways.
So,
anyways, continue the video. Let's wrap this up.
But yeah, I think I personally don't think Goku would win for the reasons I've listed. But I do think Goku is stronger, if that makes any sense. Like, Goku obviously could.
He's got more of an arsenal
to beat Saitama easily.
True.
But he wouldn't do that because that's against his character. Like, as I said, if this was Frieza, oh, he's losing. Saitama's losing. Frieza's gonna get upset and blow up the planet. That's it. It's over. He's losing. Goku.
Damn, Tyler, it's like you saw in the future.
Yeah, I don't think it'd go like that. But yeah, Frieza versus Saitama, he's losing. Saitama's losing. He doesn't stand a chance.
I do make a couple statements that I
Frieza's
retract,
gonna cut him
but
in half.
I'll mention
He's gonna
that.
freaking blow him up. He's gonna just fly away, stay away from him. Because speed-wise, like flying Goku, I always come back to this. Gotenks flying. He can fly around the planet like multiple times, like Super Saiyan Gotenks. And Goku by now is way stronger than that, so he could easily loop the planet, no problem, flying around. But running, not as fast. The flying speed is crazy fast. Running speed is not. I'd say they're about the same, Saitama and Goku running speed. As Saitama, we see him running all the time. He's very fast when he runs, but he's not, like, crazy. But yeah, Saitama, freaking Frieza, a Frieza fight against Saitama, not even close. Frieza's packing him up. Okay, he does not stand a chance. Frieza does not play honestly because, they have way more powers than Saitama. Saitama's just got super strength. That's all he got. But Frieza, he can do a bunch of wacky crap. He can mess him up. He would toy with him. He'd shoot some death beams at him. Saitama could probably deflect those. Those wouldn't be a big deal. But the Death Saucers, if Frieza wanted to whip those out, I think they'd probably cut him in half. I don't know fully how they work, but they seem to just kind of cut through stuff willy-nilly, like the Destructo Disc.
I will say
crazy.
I don't believe that's
true. Of course,
true.
Destructo Disc
I don't know.
sell, but I don't think the power...
We don't know how they work.
And Saitama is like freaking Krillin and Cell, so I think the disc could probably cut him in half. So yeah, Goku versus Saitama, I think Saitama will win. Saitama versus Frieza, I think Frieza would win. Because as I said, I think they are stronger. I think Goku is stronger. But I don't think Goku would use his abilities effectively enough to destroy Saitama. Because, it would probably kill him. Like as I said at the beginning, if Frieza wants to, he could just pick Saitama up and throw him into space and he'd die. Frieza's chilling. No problem there. Or blow up the planet, because he would. Because why wouldn't he? So just the easy wins for Frieza, no problem. Goku would not do either of those things. He'd be fair player. He'd fist fight him, probably. Maybe shoot a couple Kamehamehas, which I think Saitama can probably handle those. So I think Saitama would probably win. But yeah, Frieza, nuh-uh. He ain't winning. Saitama is not winning that fight, boys. He's getting packed. He's getting freaking sent home. It'd be bad. We'd have a mess on our hands, okay? I'm just saying. A Frieza fight, that's ridiculous. Ain't no way, man. Frieza's got way too many crazy moves. He can lock you in place. He can freaking, just breathe in space for starters. So yeah, he would always choose the destroy the planet option if he's losing. He always does. He has no reason for him to not do it now. And there's nothing Saitama can do about that. He's not like Goku. He can't just fly away. He don't got no spaceships. He's just a dude. So yeah, he'd instantly lose in that scenario. So yeah. I think Saitama would win against Goku, but I think the characters in Dragon Ball Z are stronger. I think a lot of the villains in Dragon Ball Z could probably beat Saitama. I think
this is the part that I retract.
The villains from, I guess pretty much any of them that are willing to blow up the planet would win. So even even freaking Z Vegeta probably could win. Unless, of course, he gets
really said
packed,
that.
which is
well, that was the assumption that he could blow up the planet
easily
before Saitama
Vegeta
kills him.
in one punch. And probably Cell as well. And probably, well, maybe not Boo, maybe Boo, because, Boo can regenerate. Don't know if he could one-punch Boo. Goku Black, though, don't think he can one-punch. Probably, maybe. Probably not, though. I don't think he can one-punch him, so... But also, once again, Goku Black doesn't want to blow up the planet, so it's a toss-up. He might be able to beat Goku Black, but probably not, because Goku Black doesn't fight fair at all, so he'd use any trick to his possibility.
That's what I was thinking.
Vegeta might win, because I feel like Vegeta is less likely to be fair. I think Vegeta start key spamming the second he gets a chance. I don't think he plays fair as Goku would. Piccolo, he'd easily win because, he's actually intelligent and be like, wow, this is this guy's weaknesses. I could probably cook him. Gohan, same boat, probably could win. Goku himself, though, don't think he could. Don't think he would. He could physically win, but I don't think he would because of his mentality. And that's what matters, baby, the mentality. Saitama, he's a little rat. Saitama's a little rat, dude. He'll freaking use any trick in the book. He's a little he's a little dirtbag, okay? Every time we see him, he's like a little schemer. He has zero honor. No honor in that guy. He'll punch you mid-sentence. He'll do anything. He'll interrupt you. He'll punch you in the balls. He has no chill. No chill like that. He generally plays fair just because he's so much stronger. But I think in pushing up yourself in a real fight, I think he'd start playing dirty because that's just kind of in his character. That's one of the reasons I like about Saitama. It's a bit devious, but yeah. Saitama versus Dragon Ball Universe. It's a lose, easy lose. But Saitama versus Goku in particular, I think he might win. And that'll be all for this video. That was my thoughts on the matter. Thank you for listening.
Yeah. So I think it turned out pretty well.
Yeah, wow. You really did think about that.
I think that now that we made this commentary, it really starts to reinforce some of my thoughts as well. I think this video also will be pretty good.
I think one of the main things that is good, because everybody is always like, oh my god, you didn't include this. I think you wrapped up pretty well, prefacing the video with Saitama would win because of the battle of the mind as well. Goku ain't stooping to like, oh shit, I think we're gonna have to kill this guy.
Yeah, that is true.
Bro is not gonna just be like, alright, well, I'm about to lose. I'm gonna shoot you into the sun.
Goku would not go, oh wow, I should really lob this hero for fun into fucking orbit. Goku would literally go, you know what, yeah, I'll just take the loss. This guy's protecting Earth. I'll take the loss, whatever.
Yeah, because honestly...
Vegeta, I think Vegeta would do that. Piccolo, maybe. I think Piccolo would also do that. Piccolo's a bit reformed, but I feel like he's still got a bit of that dog in him.
Well, the thing is I see Goku, and I think that, Goku wouldn't notice, obviously, that, when Saitama is, a force of good, right? So, I would definitely see the fact that Goku would not, actually kill him. Obviously, that's against Goku's prerogative completely. So, he wouldn't go as far as that. But, even then, he wouldn't go super hard because, yet again, he realizes that...
Superman, it's why would even kill each other? They're both good.
Exactly.
Yeah. So it's just a sparring match.
As I said, pretty much... Well, let me make this clear. I changed my opinion. Pretty much any of the heroes would lose. Most of the super villains, though, I think would win. Is what I say. I don't think Gohan or Piccolo would do it, but I think Vegeta might kill him just because he's the pride, I guess. Some fucking Earthling can't beat the Prince of Saiyan. I'll launch him into space. I think Vegeta maybe a little bit. I don't know. He's reformed, but he's still got a bit of that in him. Maybe, I don't know. It'd be a toss up. I don't know if Vegeta would straight up fucking kill him or anything. Maybe, I don't know.
We are leaving out a crucial detail. Piccolo could beat Saitama.
You know how? Orange Piccolo is crazy.
Yeah, all he has to do is use his active skill. Go Orange Piccolo, 3 turns of...
Yes, sir.
I'm unclear on. But, yet again, I think we've made our point standingly clear.
Here's one final question, right? Based on the villains, right? Saitama versus Kid Buu.
Exactly.
Right? Now because obviously Saitama is, can out-muscle Kid Buu. But do you think, because Saitama would be like, oh, this guy's a villain, do you think Saitama could obliterate Kid Buu?
That's what I mentioned it a tiny bit in passing. Yeah, I don't know if Saitama could completely destroy Buu. I think he could just regenerate after getting punched.
Buu has to have every single molecule
destroyed.
So Saitama could punch everything he could see, miss one tiny part, and fuck up. Or Buu get a little pinhead and split himself into a million Buus, like he did against Vegeta for 5 seconds, and just start walloping. Like it's like with
Kid
Goku
Buu literally starts by blowing up the planet. Frame 1, he blows up the planet, bro. That's his first move. Kid Buu is not a player.
Here's the fucked up part. Kid Buu would blow up the planet, kill Saitama, go to the afterlife, and fuck up Saitama again.
He's a real hater like that. Like, yeah, I think Kid Buu would win as well. Because I think Saitama probably, like, with his consecutive normal punches, could probably, like, completely destroy every molecule of him.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah. Because, like, okay, my thought process is, like, if Saitama can do the whole, like, shockwave thing or whatever with his, like, fists, right? I'm thinking that, yes, he has the ability to just absolutely demolish molecules of, like, Kid Buu's body, right? Like, I feel like that's within his wheelhouse.
Yeah.
Here's the problem, though. This is how I think it'd go down.
But yeah, I think he would hit him once. He'd turn into steam. He'd come back and immediately blow up the planet, as I think what would happen. Because obviously, why would Saitama see that coming?
Well, here's another route. Try to fuck up Saitama, get his ass beat, absorb Saitama. Kid Buu doesn't have much reason, but he did absorb the Kais.
Exactly. I don't know. And that would be badass, though.
That would be this one is kind of up in the air, I feel. Because yet again, it could very easily go either way, in my opinion.
This is definitely an ADHD review video, by the way. Like we not only discussed the Goku versus Saitama, we discussed Kid Buu versus Saitama, Vegeta versus.
I do that in the video too.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like this is I feel like this is a very comprehensive, like, end all be all on this topic.
Who do y'all think will win, Goku or Kid Buu?